Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt so real that you didn't realize you were dreaming until you woke up? A dream that the emotions, visuals, tastes, smell, and touch was not different from the physical world. If that's the case, how do we differentiate between the dream world and the physical world if both worlds appears to be real while we're experiencing them? And how do we know which is really a dream since we're just the observers? Now the question is, are dreams just a product of random brain activities, or the side effect of our minds, or an expression of our repressed wishes and desires? Or is there something more? Now, any reality, whether the physical reality or the dream reality, only becomes real to us when our consciousness is observing it. Now, listen carefully. We're both spiritual and physical beings, existing both in the physical and spiritual worlds. Now, let's go deeper. Okay, let's say for instance, I ask you to look at an object in front of you, and I ask you, who is actually seeing that object? You answer, I am seeing the object. Who is I am? I am is the real you, the observer behind everything you see. Some call it consciousness, awareness, life force, energy, and even God. And this awareness must possess a physical body for you to experience the physical world. So how do we know that our physical world is real? Now, the physical world is experienced through our physical body, and this experience is achieved through our major five senses, which is interpreted by our brain cells. So that simply means that when you touch an object, for you to feel the sensation of touch, signals are sent through the nerves to your brain, and your brain interprets the texture of the surface, telling you if it's a rough or a smooth surface. Just like in movies, a computer creates a world that's not real, and we'll put ourselves into that world through a green screen technology and have ourselves interact with that world. So the brain is like a computer that interprets our physical world to make it appear real. That's why when the brain is damaged, it leads to one being paralyzed. You're not able to feel the sensation of the physical world. Same with sight, smell, and sound. Now listen carefully. You are not your physical body. You are the awareness that observes these signals from the major five senses to enable us interact with the physical world. And when this awareness is not inside the body, that's when you discover that the physical world is all in the mind. You realize that you are not just limited to the five senses. You are a supernatural, unlimited, and powerful being. And nothing seems impossible. That's why in your dream state, you can do the impossible, like flying because there is no gravity, teleportation, and even passing through physical objects because there are no brain cells to interpret the sensation of touch. That's why when you become spiritual, you defy the odds of the physical world. In other words, what we call spiritual awakening is actually realizing that we are much more than this physical body. We are spiritual beings having a human experience in this physical vessel. And with this realization, knowing how powerful we are, we're able to utilize our spiritual abilities to gain success in the physical world. Now listen carefully. The major reason why we're here is to balance both worlds, both the physical and the spiritual world. Now, do not be so spiritual that you neglect the fun and the experience of the physical world. Remember, we are already spiritual beings who are here to have the human experience. We are here to create, explore, enjoy, and experience this physical world in order to live a fulfilled life. On the other hand, do not be so physically attached to this body that you forget who you truly are. Now, to enjoy this world and live a fulfilled life, you must achieve balance. How is balance achieved? Make out time for the spiritual and the physical activities. You must know when to go within, reflect, meditate, and connect with your higher self. And most importantly, take your dreams seriously because we also live in our dreams. Remember, dreams can be the cheat code. Now, what are the importance of dreams? Dreams carry significant messages that can influence the course of our lives. Dreams may also warn us of the type of future that may unfold if we continue living on the wrong path. Dreams also play an important role in the creative process. Many great ideas and inventions in science, literature, art, and tech was inspired by dreams. Also, whenever you have a dream, try to reflect and understand the meaning of that dream. And finally, to understand who you are on a spiritual level, I've made several content on spiritual awakening, and I also wrote a book that will help you balance all aspects of you.